Hi there, it's Kevin with the Gone Rogue Game / Rogue Deck Builder here with the goodie here. We got the Flesh and Blood Everfest limited version, first edition. Hopefully we can crack that cold foil. Now this is the first set now that, well, actually Tales of Aria wasn't crazy, but this is the first set where the MSRP of this is actually very close to where these are selling. It hasn't had this huge run on the market of these limited edition of Flesh and Blood. So this is what I predicted. There isn't really anything special from these booster boxes except for the cold foils. I think people are being absolutely ridiculous for the first edition for like Welcome to Wraith, Arcane Rising, all that. I don't really think they're going to be as collectible as people think they will be in years to come. I used to joke that Flesh and Blood, not really joke, talk about it seriously, that Flesh and Blood tried to take what Magic had 25 years of building, cultivating community and trying to, like, the speculators tried to squeeze it into one. Like, hey, we already have Black Lotus valuable cards in this brand new game that doesn't really have the player base to or the rarity, the scarcity for the game to do that. So we've seen a lot of prices just become crushed lately. Some of the first edition boxes, though, from like Crucible and Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising are still holding pretty well, but the latter sets where they actually printed more aren't doing very well, like Monarch and Tales of Aria. So we're going to crack this sucker open and go ahead and see what we got. I do like there's the new packs. They've created these like more environmental friendly packs, and they actually open up better. So so kudos if you can actually do them both right. So it's not a Modern Horizons 2 fiasco where you have these packs that are, you know, having bent cards in them and or the ceilings coming undone. So again, here's one that's already opened here from another video. They're kind of more papery, so I guess they're more recyclable. I don't know how it all works in the scope of things. I just play card games for a living. All right, so we're going to open up these packs and see what we get, or I'm going to showcase a few of them, and then we'll just get right to the mythics and the rares. So this set is very similar to Crucible of War, meaning it's an expansion set, meaning it's adding to existing characters. So there are some unique characters in here that have classes that already do exist. Maybe we'll open up one. I did open up one in a pack. What did I open up? A warrior? No, it was who did I open up? No, I can't remember which one. It was a warrior. No, it was a... Why can't I think of the defender guy? What is the terminology for it? Anyway, we'll get to it here. I'm sure I'll find an action for it, and then I'll remember the name. Anyway, so Ride the Tailwind, Ninja Action, pretty sweet. If it hits, the next base action costs 2 or less. Pretty sweet. Ninja 1. Wax On, stealing from Karate Kid, huh? The Outland Skirmish. We have a Veiled Intentions. And a Fatigue shot. So there we go. We have a Ninja, Warrior, Illusionist, Ranger, and the Mechanologist. So you see you get a little bit of everything. Another Wizard action here. And our foils are Runeblade action. If you played or create an R this turn, it gains +3 for 2. Wow, you're attacking for 6. That seems pretty good in like a chain type deck. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go look at some of the characters that exist. And we have a Potion of Ironhide as our rare, which you can destroy to give an action card you own gain +1 defense. So a defensive card. That's not a bad card. So potions are kind of cool because they always can be just pitched for 3 energy, and then this one at least it's basically like a gain 1 life type card, which in Flesh and Blood is a lot more important than in Magic. It's almost like a 1-for-1 in Magic. Gaining life is kind of, we always frown upon it because Magic's all about board state rather than like whose life total's higher. Flesh and Blood has less of that board state feel because the board state is something that's refreshed basically every turn. So you don't really have that big of a board state. In fact, your resources start to dwindle as, like Magic, your resources gain as they progress. In Flesh and Blood, your resources dwindle as the game progresses. So a card like this isn't bad. Like on your first turn, if you drop it, it's a free card because you're just going to be ditching your entire hand anyway, and then it's going to allow something to to basically gain you a life, gain one of your abilities to get 1 more defense. All right, and our other rare is your next arrow attack this turn gains +2, and defense reactions can't be played from from Arsenal. This chain link, wow. Oh well, from Arsenal, I guess. Okay, that's not too shabby. All right, we'll kind of keep our rares and our fools there, and we'll get to this opening. So it's been a while since I played Flesh and Blood. I'd love to hit it back up. Hopefully we can get our scene going back again. So yep, we'll just kind of go through these pretty quickly here. And Guardian, that's what I was thinking. Guardian's the mythic one or the Majestic that I opened that had a new character. All right, cool. We got our first foil. Foil Rainbow Majestic. Well, that's what that M means. I believe it's a Majestic, right? And this is a Runic Reclamation Runeblade attack. When Runic Reclamation hits a hero, destroy target Aura they control. If you do, create a Rune Chant token. So it's good versus other Aura-based decks. And it's got a massive 7 power for a 3 attack, which isn't bad. Not bad at all for Runeblade attack. So pretty sweet little mythic there. We'll put it in the mythic pile. There's our rare pile. There's our foil, non-foil. And we have an even bigger than that. Yeah, even bigger than that. That's what I always love about the Flesh and Blood cards is you can always make a Michael Scott joke with every card. Even bigger than that. So this one is a generic instant, and if you can only play if they've been dealt if you've been dealt damage this turn, you opt 3. Then reveal the top card of your deck. If it has greater than the amount of damage you've dealt this turn, get a Quicken token and draw a card. Sweet. And Quicken tokens are pretty sweet. And then we have a Thundering Quake, which is Heave. And is that a new one? At the beginning of your end phase, if it's your hand, you have an empty arsenal, you may pay 3 and put it in your arsenal. If you do, create 3 seismic tokens. How does a seismic tokens does? I'm not familiar with that mechanic, but that is a whopping big Guardian action. Typically what Guardians do, they hit big. So they are pretty good at defending, and they're pretty good at smacking with like 1 card. So Brutes and Guardians, very similar with how they, well, to a point. Bad beats. We've all had a bunch of that, right? We can all have a bad beat story. And let's go. There's some cool artwork on this. I love how gory this artwork is. Another payload. We saw that one. And we have the 100 wins combo. 100 wins the last attack. It gets +1 and go again. Pretty sweet card. And the Talisman of Balance. So another item. At the beginning of your end phase, if you have less cards in your arsenal than an opposing hero, destroy Talisman of Balance and put the top card into your arsenal. Okay, sure. Allows you to like have a big turn and play everything and then still be able to put something in your arsenal. So again, these little items are good on first turn if you have them in your opening hand. It gives you a little more board state. And again, it can always be pitched for 3, so not a bad card. And Blood on Her Hands. Let's not go there. This is a Cassia specialization, so the warrior that probably is in this set. As usual, cost to play, blood on her hands. Destroy any number of copper tokens you own for each copper token destroyed this way. Or actually, does Cassia exist? The one that made the copper tokens just didn't have any support. You may choose each mode twice. For each copper destroyed, you may choose each mode twice. Choose a mode, and you can choose each mode twice. One-handed weapon gets +1 while attacking this turn. A one-handed weapon gets go again, and a one-handed weapon may attack twice this turn and then go again. So wow, we are opening up 2 M's right off the bat, which is good. Which I don't know the rarity in this. So they have L's. They might have. They might not have S's. Maybe they just got rid of S's. I haven't seen S's for a couple sets. Maybe they've kind of changed the rarity of how it works. But there used to be S's. And I haven't seen any here. Macho Grande. Look at that. Look at that problematic card. That toxic masculinity in action with the Macho Grande. And look at all those people just oogling. Come on, that's not right. I'm joking for everyone that thinks I'm being serious. All right, so Veiled Intentions. We have the Shrill of the Skull form. We have the Timekeeper's Whim. And you got another even bigger than that as the foil this time. And let's put in the rare pile. I guess I don't care about the foils. We'll put them in there. We have the Talisman of Recompense. Whenever you pitch a card, if you would, gain exactly 1. Instead, destroy Talisman of Recompense and gain 3. So it's a good way, again, to turn a red into basically a blue for a turn. Again, get this out on first turn. It gives you at least something to play around with. And we have a wizard action dealing 3 arcane damage to a hero. If Emeritus Scolding is played during an opponent's turn, it deals 5 damage to them. Okay, because it's got a wizard action that can be played on your opponent's turn. Alrighty. Okay, we probably need to pick up the pace here with this box opening and see what we got. Wild Ride. See, like I said, everything can happen. Innuendo and Twin Twisters. Wax On. Pry, Fatigue Shot, Payload, Veiled Intentions as our foil. And we have a pick a card, any card. Look at target opponent's hand, then name a card, choose a random card from their hand and reload it. It's a name card, create a silver token, and repeat this process thrice. So 3 times, so it's creating a lot of silver tokens. So again, I can't remember what silver tokens even do. I'll have to refresh my Flesh and Blood. Release the tension. Like I said, Flesh and Blood. You're just making this too easy for the Michael Scott. Your next arrow attack this turn gains +1 attack and defense reactions can be played. Didn't we already see that one? I thought we already saw that one. Yes, we did. We had a yellow one as well. All right. I'd really love to play a league with this, open up a box of this and, pick a character that already exists and then, build a deck around it. That'd be kind of fun. Macho Grande, Twin Twisters, Steadfast, Shrill the Skulk Form, Veiled Intentions, Pry. Wow, we see a lot of these. All right, so there is that. Nope, that's just a rainbow foil. I'm like, there's a cold foil, but it is not a cold foil. This is just a rainbow foil for the Frostbite. So cold foiling will have a big border to it. Rainbow foiling just has that rainbowy foil, feel to it. Cards and activated abilities you control cost an additional pitch value, energy value at the beginning of your end phase or when you play a card or activate ability to destroy Frostbite. So it's just an elemental token. All right, okay, so this is a token. So this is a foil token. Oh, I see a cold foil. I see a cold foil. We skipped to it. Oh, wow. All right. So that's what a cold foil looks like. There it is. I believe this is what, like 1 per case is a cold foil. So we'll have to actually look at the price. All right, this is a cold foil. I'm going to like, that's not a rainbow, is it? That looks like a cold foil. Maybe that is just a rainbow. No, that should be a cold foil process. I believe this is a cold foil. Someone in the comment corrects me if I'm wrong. If this, because cold foiling just has like some of the stuff. Rainbow foiling is just the picture that's foiled, and this one has like the border that's foiled. See how this one's not border is foiled? I believe this is a cold foil. So this is the Vexing Quill Blade. It's a Rune Blade equipment arms, and then you create 2 Rune Blades, action destroy to create 2 Rune Enchant tokens, and Arcane Barrier 1. So this one might be a pretty penny if it does see play in like Chain. I'm going to set that aside. We should have a perfect fit available, but I'm not ready, and we get the T-Bone here. So I believe that is a cold foil here with the Vexing Quill hand. I'll have to look at the price for that and see if that was a good pull or not. All right, next up we have... I think we've seen all of these now. This is a lot of repetitive cards here. Our foil is a Drowning Dire. And we have Bingo, another M. When Bingo hits a hero, they say his name-o. They reveal cards from their hand. If an attack action card is revealed this way, Bingo gains Go Again. If not an attack and action card is revealed this way, draw a card. So draw a card or Go Again. A 1 for a 5, huh? Jeez. That is pretty sweet. It's got to assume, though, they have cards left in their hand with Bingo. So I guess the combos, if you can make this sucker hit, it's going to be pretty sweet. And I already know there's a couple heroes that are really good at making things hit. One of them being Bolton. And this is just a generic attack, too. So, yeah. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So if you can, you can get this sucker to hit, it's going to do pretty well. Oh, wow. A double Mythic pack. Or Majestic. Keep saying Mythic. Phantom, Illusionist action. When Miraging Metaphor is destroyed, create a token that's a copy of an RU control. Pretty sweet. So, man, that is... So we have a Cold Foil Mythic, or Majestic, and 4 out of the first pack. So I don't want to open any more packs. This is all going to be garbage now. So, I haven't seen an L, though. Let's get going through here. Our foil is a Timidity point. And another even bigger than that. Yeah, we are. And then another 100 wins. Kind of a lackluster pack. What we got here? Coalescence Mirage. Bad Beats in the swing. We have a Wild Ride as our foil. An Amulet of Oblation. Destroy it until in a turn that target attack action remains. If this would be put in a graveyard, it's to put it in the bottom of this order deck. Okay. And we have a Runeblade Incantation. Pretty sweet. For a double rare pack. Like I said, I think we've already opened up all the juice in this pack. And is there anything left? I think what 4 is what you usually get from a box for M's. But we could have like I don't know if they've changed the rarity for this. They always kind of tinker around with the rarities of what they do. Wax On is our foil. Talisman of Ties. Lots of talismans. And then a Slice and Dice. Is this one a reprint? I can't remember if this one is or not. Have they done any reprints in this one? Whenever you attack with a sword or a dagger this turn, if it's your first weapon, attack gains +1. If it's your second weapon, attack gains +3. And Go Again. Wow, that is a great card. That is a great card for Dorinthia. Or if you are Bolton, Sword Bolton. Ah, man, that could be a really good card in Sword Bolton. Really sweet card in Sword Bolton. Or Saber Bolton, I guess that's the correct thing. I know a lot about Bolton because that's the one hero I've actually played pretty often. So I know the Welcome to Wrath or the Wraith characters. There's the silver action, what they do, draw a card, Go Again by destroying. I know the Welcome to Wraith characters very well. I know some of the Arcane Risings, but I really know Bolton because that's when I started. High Roller as the rare, and Life of the Party. Yes, I am. Yes, I am with the Life of the Party. That is me in the center. That's exactly what I look like. And a T-Bone. Another T-bone. Next up, we have a Twin Twisters. And the Phantasmal Haze. A Talisman of Cremation as our generic action item. And another Slice and Dice. I actually really like this blue one because it always can give +1. And then another +1 there, but it's just a good pitch value. So if you pitch it, if not, if you don't need to pitch it, you can get +2. And then, so like this is pretty sweet too with like Bolton, because Bolton just wants to increase your attacks on stuff, because then it can actually use its go agains as well. So Slice and Dice is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right, some bad beats. Blade Runner. In the swing. Another Frostbite token. The Amulet of Assertiveness. Lots of these generic items in here. And the Emeritus Scolding. We've already seen another version of that one. I think it was the same one. Wasn't our yellow? I believe it was. So 2 yellows for the Scolding. All right, get down to the juicy stuff. Another Bad Beats foil. The High Striker. Man, that guy is ripped. These guys are all ripped in this massage. Oh, no, he's not very ripped, though. What's that? What's that guy back there? What's this? Another girl oodling in the corner here. Next time an attack you control hits, create 6 copper tokens. Okay. Create those copper tokens. I think they're really trying to support that character that had copper tokens. So maybe can become tier, because I remember that one was considered a really bad character. Alrighty, so we're just gonna kind of go to the good stuff here. There's a Payload as a foil. So what we like our payloads being is the foily type. The Healing Potion, gain 2 and go again, pretty sweet. And another High Roller. Like I said, I thought we were gonna just hit into a string of rares here, because there's the Macho Grande again, my favorite card. Because we hit so many good ones at the very first. All right, there's a foil Runeblade Incantation. Foiling on this is very awkward. Is that even a foil? I swear it's in the foil spot, but wow, the foiling process was terrible on this particular card. A Clarity Potion. And another High Roller. We're just going to high roll in the High Rollers with this box. All right, come on. We can find another M. We can find another N. M. Wild Ride. That's also me. To all the... Never mind, I won't finish my sentence. Reek of Corruption. That's also me. That's me. We all know I'm a dirty, filthy capitalist. We have the Macho Grande, the foil. There we go. Again, the foiling process on this one's quite dark and weird. But yeah, we got ourselves a foil. Man, I am even bigger than that again. And we do get another M, which is the Swarming Gloomveil, which is another Runeblade action. If you've played or created 1 more R's this turn, it gains go again. If you've played or created 2 or more, it gains +1. If you've created 3 or more, it gains. If it's a hero, they can't prevent damage from arcane sources this turn. Pretty sweet. Like Runeblades need any extra help. Should have just not even put them in this set. Actually, I don't even know what the meta's like at the WoW. I just know they had to ban a bunch of Runeblade cards. In the swing as a foil. That foil is kind of poppy. Life of the Party. Again, that is me. There's my Life of the Party. Hey, there we go. We got another one. So now we're hitting the M's again, which is the Break Tide, which has a combo. I thought we already had a Break Tide here. I guess not. If a Rushing River or a Flood of Force was the last attack, Break the Tide gains +3 and Dominate. And when it hits, banish the top card of your deck until your next turn you may play it. That seems pretty sweet. I wonder if it's going to work with these other combos. Of course, you have to see what Rushing River and Force the Tide was. But again, really cool card there. 0 cost for a 2 attack. All right, there's Ride the Tailwind. No, they didn't want to Ride the Tailwind. Now I'm making stuff up. Okay. Quicken. We have the Thunder and Quake as our foil. And we have an Amulet of Echoes. And a Pierce Reality. Cool. Couple more packs to go. Can't be disappointed with this box whatsoever. It's been a great box here. And then again, I should have pulled up some prices while I was doing this. But Timidity Point into Timidity Point foil. Potion of Deja Vu. Cool. And the Haze Bending. We got 4 packs remaining. 4 packs remaining to try to hit another M. See if we can do it. See if we can do it. Bare Fangs. Payload. Foily. The High Striker. Another Rune Blood Incantation. Twin Twisters as the foil. Talisman of the Featherfoot. Lots of talismans in this set. Lots and lots of them. Another Slice and Dice. Man, I really want to build some Bolton Sabers now with all these new... Again, I think that's a... Are these... I don't know. Someone in the comment section let me know if there's reprints in this or not. I cannot remember. All right, so the foil is an Outland Skirmish. Man, some of these, the back of these packs have been dark foils because we've had some of the duplicate foils, and some are lighter and some are darker. Potion of Luck. And a Shatter. There's another M. Until end of turn, target two-handed weapon gains. Whenever this would deal damage, instead you may destroy defending equipment with less defense on it than the damage that would be dealt. Wow, that is pretty good for getting rid of some key... yeah. Wow. Would deal damage. Would deal damage. So that means if it's blocked or not, I'll have to get a clarification on this. Because would deal damage. It doesn't say it has to hit the opponent and then prevent it. It's got to, though. That'd be so broken. Just to put it out and then shatter someone's equipment just on turn number 1. That'd be insane. Pretty cool card. Someone clarify that one in the comment section. And last but probably not least, maybe least, we can't be mad about this box with the 6 M's, though, and the cold foil. We get to get a T-Bone, Amulet of Intervention, and we do get another M. Cool, cool, cool. What a great box. What a great box, and she, he, who knows what that is. Can't even tell. Those could be just massive pecs, or they could just be massive arms for the lady. Whenever you draw a card from, whenever you draw a card from the effect or of an action card, create a Seismic Surge token for each card drawn this way. And then if you defend it with an Earthlore Bounty, put a -1 counter on it. When the combat change closes, then destroy it at 0 or less. So, or when you defend with it. So it's got two block on here. There you have it. There is our Flesh and Blood Everfest. Hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, can't go wrong with this cold foil. I'll go and see how much this sucker's worth. These used to be worth so much. The cold foils used to be highly collectible. But again, all those prices have come way, way down from the initial, just the zeal that Flesh and Blood had with the speculators and collectors just gobbling up everything, thinking this game is going to be the next Black, or this card's going to be the next Black Lotus, or this is going to be the next Magic the Gathering. It has legs, definitely does, but this game has a long ways to go before it's Magic. Anyway, this has been Kevin with Gone Rogue Games. Thanks for watching.